So I'm mostly starting this vlog standing outside of the mall because I don't want people inside to think I'm crazy as I walk and talk and explain my life. So I put an offer in on a house a couple weeks ago, about a month ago actually, and it was accepted, which basically means I need to get a home loan and I needed to get an inspection, which I got for the house, things like that. But on June 25th, I will be a new homeowner. Essentially, there's a couple more things that I need to do. But that also means I need to get furniture, because all I had really was an ugly green plaid couch to put in this 2,100 square foot house, which is wonderful. And I have roommates coming and they'll bring pieces of their own furniture too. But what we've really been doing, and by we I mean my mother and I, have been scrounging Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for free listing of things that people are just giving away, and we were able to get a couch set, which is wonderful. We were able to get a 5-piece bedroom set, which is a nightstand, 2 7-foot bookshelves, and 2 dressers, 1 tall standing and 1 long standing, which is absolutely incredible if you think about it. I'm sure they're not in like the best condition, but still. So some of them I'm definitely going to paint and fix up, but I already know what pieces will be in my own personal bedroom. I know what things will go downstairs. I also got an additional dresser for the sunroom downstairs. So now all I'm really looking for is a mostly square coffee table for the sunroom to go in between the couches. I don't really need too much decor stuff. I'm looking for some wingback chairs, of course, and a natural finish bed frame, because I'm getting headboard that has shelves in it, so that I don't need a nightstand just because of the dimensions of my room. Anyway, with that said, I'm also going to a Taylor Swift concert in like 5 days. It's Saturday, June 2nd in Chicago, and so I bought these shoes because you gotta have a fun outfit. I have Mr. Kate, the fake freckles, Mr. Kate's fake freckles. Love her, love them. And I'm gonna be wearing a tour t-shirt as well, but I need pants to go with these shoes because nothing really that I own goes with them anymore, because I lost a lot of clothing in the move from Utah to Wisconsin, which is where I'm at right now, and even before that from Idaho to Utah. With that said, let's go in. As an update, a couple was walking out and saw me like almost run into the door while trying to vlog and turn off the camera and all that, so I hope you guys appreciate what I do for you. Even with all this furniture half off, it's still way out of my price range. So that's fun. Super fun. So I just found out that there's a sushi place in the mall, and for those of you who are unaware, I work as a sushi chef. And so I was like, fine, I'll get like a sushi burrito or a sushi bowl, because we don't offer that at the restaurant I work at. And you know, I'm starting to order, and one of the chefs goes Mayola, meaning like we don't have it, but in Mandarin Chinese, which threw me for a loop, like Chinese people working a traditionally Japanese place, but that's okay. And it took all of my so the other guy turns to me and goes, I'm so sorry, we're all out of rice. And it took all of my self-control not to continue the conversation in Mandarin, because like that freaks people out. Like if you are white and you are speaking in a language that is not English in America for like a traditionally Latino or Asian language, it's like, what the heck? Because it's almost like you're intruding on a club, I guess. I don't know. Considering that the majority of my viewership are definitely not white viewers, maybe I just lost some credibility and respect from them. But it's kind of true if you think about it. So anyway, I ordered bubble tea from them instead, and I was hoping that when you choose the flavor, that they'd give you something other than the regular tapioca pearls, because I hate tapioca pearls. I like it when they use other flavored pearls. I got the regular flavored pearls and it makes me sad. I don't like tapioca at all. But anyway, here's the bubble tea, I guess. So I literally moved my car to get better lighting, and I'm a sweaty mess because it's 94 degrees outside, the dew point of like 80. Anyway, I was going to get a meal in the food court of the mall with my laptop and just tippity tap tap type away, because I'm working on finishing all of the My Annoying Neighbor series. It was supposed to be 4 parts, but the plotline has changed a little bit over the last few months as I proceeded to procrastinate the 4th part, and so it's gonna be longer. And I've written all of the 4th part and all of the 5th part already. I'm just currently unable to record, but I also have something a little bigger in mind for that story that I can't talk about yet. But the nice thing is that when I'm completely done with it and it's completely edited, is that I can just have one giant recording session. This will be after I buy my house, so probably in July. Man, I'm not gonna upload anything for at least another month, if we're being honest. But I just want to nail that out and get it done. So I'm gonna drink this bubble tea. I didn't bring my laptop in because it was too heavy to carry around while shopping, and where I parked was a little too far to go back and get my laptop and work. It was poorly planned. So I'm gonna drink this bubble tea and go to Panera and get a meal there. And on that note, I am in Panera looking a little ratchet, and that's okay, waiting for my food. The tracker is on the table, and I'm about to get to work. I hope I get something done. Also, my food looks great, but I low-key embarrassed myself in front of the not only one employees, but like 3 ones in 3 different locations. So there's that, I guess. So I got absolutely 0 things done in there, but that's okay, I guess. So the thing with buying a house is, when I first signed the offer, my parents were like, oh, you should go out and celebrate, buy ice cream or something, and I never did. And then I had to save a ton of money because I wasn't sure if I'd even get the security deposit, down payment, all that stuff down in time. It's not called a security deposit, by the way, it's called earnest money. And so I've been scrounging and scrounging, and now it looks like not only do I have enough, but I will have an excess, which is wonderful. But now it's been like hashtag treat yourself, because I've been not spending money for so long that it's almost like I have a desire to, in the sense of when I see something, it's like, oh, but you kind of deserve it. So like, I would have never spent 10 bucks on lunch while in my saving period. Lunch, whatever, it was dinner, who cares? And now I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and buy a book to celebrate. So, whoops, but here we go, I guess. Everyone say hello to the 10-year-old's favorite place in the world. Oh, look, the shelves that I'm a whore for. On that note, there was one subscriber that I have, let's call him Griffin, who recently came and visited some family in America, and he mentioned how abundant the graphic novel selection is in many parts of America. And I kind of laughed to myself, because when I started in, I want to say 2007, this all wasn't here. It was maybe like, if I was lucky, from like here to like here in terms of selection. And like, I didn't live on the side of town. I lived nowhere near a bookstore. So I'm just laughing that there are, you know, 10 7-foot-tall cases now. Hi girls, what's your Snapchat?
Olivia Fetterman.
Okay.
Caitlin.McAvoy.
Okay, well, hello. They're not actually subscribers, but they're like, are you vlogging? And it is the 21st century.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, so in picking out what I wanted to buy, I decided I wanted to get something that I've never read before, because like, chances are I've read most of this online illegally. But I'm looking for something that, one, isn't scanlated online, so that I'm not tempted to read it anyway, and 2, I've never read before. But the reason why I even started reading online was, 1, because there wasn't anything available when I was, you know, 12, as I talked about earlier, but 2, I don't like bringing in anything that is over-sexualized, because that's something very common in the Japanese comic storytelling is fan service, and I really don't care for that, like, at all. And so I go to Baka Updates Manga when I haven't read something, just to check, like, maybe just in case. And so there's this one, as Miss Beelzebub. That was a mom, and now I feel awkward, and she looked away really awkward because she knew that she was intruding. Anyway, but on the cover it's got, you know, the standard cleavage. It's a 4-koma, meaning a 4-panel comic. And I looked it up. It doesn't seem to be any fan service, and it's not scanlated at all, so I wouldn't be able to check anyway. The other one, oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. I did have to look this one up to see if it was yaoi or not, because I don't mind LGBTQTA stories. I love them, actually. There's a very different character development that those stories go through. However, I don't have a lot on my shelf in terms of manga or graphic novels because so often it's hyper sexualized to the point where it's not even about being gay, it's about how quickly can we get these two men in bed. Not so much in the Yuri selections, but I looked this one up and it turns out that, well, it's not LGBTQTA, it's not a yaoi comic, but there is a LGBTQTA character in it, but it's not part of the storyline, so that I'm very, very intrigued about. However, there is a stain on the spine and the other one has some scuff marks for the 2 copies that are here. So my perfectionist system, like hands down, I would get this one first. Turns out the plot line is it's kind of like Oran or what's the other one? Kimi Kiss? I don't remember. Where basically it's a gender bender and the girl has to go pretend to be a boy for whatever reason. But it's really captured my attention. Again, this one isn't scanlated online either. It has like 2 chapters maybe, and it's a 4-volume series. So I'm not actually thinking I'm going to get anything this time, but instead add this to my to-order list from Right Stuff. But I want to get The Prince in His Dark Days as quickly as possible to show support, and maybe even as Miss Beelzebub likes. I'm not sure yet. But I'm just gonna pace the bookstore because it's been so long since I've had a day off, and what a wonderful de-stressor. I essentially stopped vlogging because my camera is almost out of battery. So instead of getting some graphic novels, I instead decided to get some Spanish flashcards. I have grammar flashcards and just basic vocabulary flashcards that I picked up, as well as like a Japanese textbook, but like a workbook to do in my spare time. What spare time? On my lunch breaks, rather, because I've been trying to write fan fiction on my breaks and it's just not working. Like, I might do a sentence or 2 and it's just not a productive use of time, but this will be, which is wonderful. What the? Okay, sorry, I thought the guy gave me a coupon but no receipt. Anyway, so I got those, as well as a little lap desk so that I don't get arthritis while writing on your favorite fan fictions. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you when I see you.